Hey there, it is Jenny, and I am back today to share with you how I am planning in my Erin Condren teacher planner. And I am staying on each layout that I've created so far just a little bit so I can tell you a little bit about how I'm using it. So down the left-hand side, I am stamping remember today, today's to do, work, and notes. I'm using remember for things that I absolutely positively must do today for activities and appointments, today's to-dos for things around the house that I must get done, personal stuff, and then work for work to-dos, and then notes just for things to like keep track of, like shows that I watch or like shopping, things like that. Just like little ancillary notes, Happy Mail, things like that. I haven't actually been keeping track of Happy Mail though because I have so many other things going on and so many other things that I've been keeping track of. And that's kind of the awesome part, is that the priority can be what the priority is right then, right? So I can choose that as time goes on. I think this planner is 8 by 10. I haven't measured it. So I absolutely love it. It is a soft bound planner. I slipped a little extra ink pad underneath the back because you guys know sometimes when you first start a planner, it is a little bit difficult to stamp on that right hand side. Actually, this far left column is not difficult, but I decided that I would just slip that ink pad this time underneath it. Now I am really loving shapes underneath the Everyday Explorer stamps. I just love the extra added oomph that it gives it. It's just a little bit more fun, a little more interest. I'm using the mint color and the pink color from the Stamp Market. I'll link up the ink pads below. I just think they're really, really fun. This one is cotton candy, the other one is minty. They're fun. They go with my stickers this week, and I will also link you to the Everyday Explorer stamps and the ton stamps that I used for the Remember Today and Noted. Those are the things that work for me in my brain. These are the categories that work for me in my brain, but you can absolutely use them the way that works for you too. You may have different things that you need to keep track of, but I need to keep track of the stuff that I need to do like around the house, like home type things or family type things, and I need to keep track of work things, and I need to keep track of like appointments and stuff. Those are for sure the things I need to keep track of. And then those other two columns, they're probably a little bit more fluid, but it's really nice for me to have a box where I'm like things that are must happens, like unequivocally this must be. It's nice to have a whole box for that, those one or two things, so that they really stand out. Now I'm cleaning off one of my stamps because I needed another stamp block, and I've been keeping a few of my stamp blocks. I've been keeping stamps on them so I can notate shows and books because I've been watching a lot and reading a lot of stuff lately and keeping track of it. So I was not doing a really good job of that for a very long time, and I've been doing a much better job of that, and so I've just been keeping the stamps on the stamp blocks. All right, so now I'm adding the date covers at the top, and you can see I'm not covering anything because there's nothing. This is a completely undated planner that I got on Target's clearance probably like 3 or 4 weeks ago now, and I'm obsessed with it. Like, I absolutely love it. I would still be doing this in this format anyway because the one in the Erin Condren shop, I'm sure it's also great. It just has the dates along the left hand side, like where I did the stamping, and I would need the dates along the top because I want it to be Monday through Sunday. I don't want it to just be Monday through Friday. So I want the weekends. Obviously, I still want to keep track of the things that are going on the weekend. So, and 5 categories works really well for me. I don't need 7 categories. Again, right? That's the beauty of it. We can all do the things that work well for us in our planners. That's why I'm loving this teacher planner, and I'm really going to challenge myself to stick with this one for quite some time, which is why I'm doing a plan with me so you can see how this is working for me. So in the today row, which is where I do the activities, the appointments, those types of things, I'm writing down my son's work schedule and class schedule. Again, you've heard me talk about this. I just do this so I'm aware of where he's coming and going in case I need a ride for my youngest son, and so I can also use it for meal planning purposes. I do not use a highlighter on his activities. I just write them directly on the page. This signals to my brain that it's not something I'm doing. So the things that I'm responsible for or the things that places I'm going, I use a highlighter and I highlight those. So for example, my youngest son has basketball practice and I'm highlighting that. I'm not going to basketball practice. That would be a sight. However, I will pick him up from the basketball practice. So I'm highlighting it because I will need to go there to do the picking up. So that is why I am highlighting it. But it helps my brain see it faster, see it more quickly, and then know just with a quick glance that I need to be there on that day. This system is working beautifully for me after about 3 weeks, and I'm really loving it. It's helping me stay really organized and efficient, these different columns. And you can scroll back to the beginning, but you can see there have been some days, specifically last week, where I had extra things I needed to do, so I just let them bleed over to the other columns. So for example, like work to dos, I just let it go into the notes at the bottom. It's no big deal. They're not, it's not the end of the world. So I just let them go up, below, or above, those types of things. It's a flexible system. I would let my activities go up into the important or the remember section at the top and then vice versa. Like it's all just fluid, like I said. So now I've added the decorative elements and that's it. Thanks so much for stopping by and watching. I really do hope you enjoy it. Please let me know if you have any questions in the comments below.